What's up, you guys? This is Barrel7 coming back with Dark Souls. Second video now, and I'm gonna start back on a fucker that I started before, Darkly. We're not even out of the tutorial level yet. We're just about to defeat a fatty hoe. You're normally not supposed to beat him. Like, naturally, you're not supposed to beat him here. He's honestly too strong for you. He's just way too big. Do you see him? Your weapon's supposed to do about 2 damage a hit naturally, the really terrible one that you always get at the very beginning. But this one has boosted critical damage, so when I land on him, I'll do even more damage than I'm naturally supposed to. Plus, when you two-hand it, you do more damage naturally, and plunging attacks just do fatty damage in general. I'm also very good at fighting this guy, because I've done it so many times. That was not what I meant. And then you do a fatty combo with the blade, and then you get smashed around like a faggot. Then you jump around. Shank you in the ass. Shank you in the ass. And I win. He doesn't have a lot of health for a boss. It's just this knife is really bad on damage. And trying to make someone like that big bleed. This bonfire out here is honestly not pointful currently. Oh yeah, you can leave. How amazing. I've wanted to do that all game. So that key gives you when you defeat him, lets you open the big ass door that you couldn't go through before. And basically, opening this door is your welcome to the game, actually. Because this level is honestly not too great. It's just kind of a big... It's just a big tutorial level you just want to usually walk through. Not a lot of people know about this. My friend showed me this. It's just a little bit of soul. Snugly over here, you can trade him cheap shit for badass loot. And then the giant cacao birdie is going to pick me up and swoop me off to my pilgrimage. When he...
In the ancient legends, it is stated...
When he flies up like this, his feathers are always different.
One day an undead shall be chosen.
The feathers that fall always
undead
fall in a different formation.
To the land of the ancient lords.
Which is pretty cool. Like, they fall a different way, different feathers will be in different locations. It's really cool. This is where the pilgrimage starts. Okay, so this is Firelink Shrine. It's the first place you're supposed to come to after the tutorial. The welcome place to the game. This faggot right here is just a fallen soldier. He basically fell down and was like, I'm not a chosen undead. Why am I down here? Someone kill me. I'm really bored of just sitting here telling everyone about the tutorial when they come in. I don't even like him. To be honest, it's a terrible idea to attack him at first, because if you attack him, you straight up won't even do enough damage to get him off his feet. He'll just like laugh at you. He'll just go like, ugh, and it'll kind of just scare you, because you'll do not even enough damage to make him react. This chick right here can let you reinforce your Estus with Firekeeper Souls. Each time you improve your Estus, you improve the amount of health it heals, which is just better. Humanity is the essence of all life in this game. It is what makes an undead and keeps them human. And here is the upgrade menu. Upgrading is very essential to making a really badass character, depending on what you want. I always improve everything to 10 at first, because honestly, your character can't do a lot without having at least 10 everything. Being human is just better. You have slightly more resistance to damage. You do slightly more damage because you have muscles to force your weapon around better with. So, there are a couple stray souls sitting around here. None of the loot is looted yet, which is always my favorite thing about Dark Souls. All the loot's still in place, and you can just loot it all immediately. That bird up there, the one that brought you here, you can damage him to like 30% of his health, and he'll just fly away. The only way you could most likely kill him, which would be really hard as fuck as it is, you'd have to shoot him with a lot of arrows to the point where he almost is about to fly away, and you'd have to be way up there and throw a lava ball down at him. Even if that does work, if it does work, it would kill him, and that'd be badass. But if it doesn't, then you're out of luck. Because I haven't done it before, it'd probably be hard as fuck. This guy is your entrance to the Way of the White Covenant. The Way of the White Covenant allows you to assist people in boss fights, lets you use the white sign way more often. It is just more common to help people with it because you're part of a covenant that's applicable to that. Also, when it comes to getting invaded, you are invaded the least because you're the most positive, most neutral covenant. The most basically loving covenant, because all the other covenants are related to killing each other. This one's related to helping each other. I honestly don't need to talk to him because he doesn't sell me anything I find useful. But his little bros will come by later, and they're gonna pop up later in the story. They don't matter too much currently. But then there's always the starter loot you should pick up at the very beginning. Always a good idea. But it always drops you down to an area that I greatly, greatly despise. Homeward Bones, good for getting back to your bonfire, because sometimes that can be a real problem, especially in Blighttown, because Blighttown's a cock. Talismans are meant for clerics to cast miracles. Morningstar is just a bleeding damage weapon. That's just a stick with a ball with spiked damage at the end of it. This allows you to invade people a limited amount of times. This is useful during PvP. If you invade someone and you throw this perfectly at them, it takes a lot of accuracy and good timing, then they can't drink the Restus, and they will be really pissed because that's usually, when you go to someone's world, that's usually their only advantage. Fighting skeletons is pointless. They just have way too much natural armor and health, and currently it would just be a very stupid idea. This Kindle feature is very important to bonfires. It allows you to increase the amount of Estus you can carry. You can't improve this bonfire because it's already maxed out currently, but later you can improve it by a bunch of cool things that you'll get later. You'll get a thing from fighting a guy deep in the skeleton place. But the skeleton guys will kind of poop on me right now, so no thanks. So I'm going to go down here, and there are a bunch of little, really, really, really weak guys down here. They're so weak that they will sit there and basically cry about how terrible they are all day. They'll just sit there being like, why am I so shitty? Man. And and you can basically just walk up behind them and butt fuck them, because they are just that weak. It is pretty hilarious. There are only a couple of shitty souls down here, but hey, souls are souls. Man, I'm so shitty. Yeah. You are. You suck. This guy's just sunbathing. Shank, shank, goodbye. And then there's this blacksmith down here.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinite. I was once an established smith, so look at me now.
Killing him is hard.
Can you believe it? What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escaping. It's safe here. I can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, there's not much to occupy myself. How about it? I could forge your weapon, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinite.
Here you can, if you get weapons to +5, you can make them magic weapons, which are very effective at killing undead, and can go through shield effectively, which will basically just eat someone's stamina till they poop and die. You need Titanite shards to upgrade anything, and I don't have any of those currently. This I can find. These two things are just too expensive. Repairing equipment. You have to do this all the time, but you don't have to do it a lot if you're good at it. And also you mainly break your weapons by dying. The master key in this game is like kind of unfairly useful because if you don't have the master key, there are some routes you're straight up not able to take. And there are some pieces of loot that you can't obtain till later in the game without it. And this isn't a great weapon, but it is a weapon, so I will take it. It's just mainly used to shank people at a distance, but currently this knife is better than anything I have because it's just faster. And I honestly can't carry anything that weighs like 3 pounds because I don't have the strength. Because I only have 10 strength. Which is really sad. Goodbye. I don't want to go over there because the ghosts will rape my bumhole, and that's bad for me. There are more of these hoes. That one actually tried jumping out of the way. That's kind of surprising. The reason why they're like this is because they're insane. And the reason why I'm not like this is because humanity keeps you sane. You need humanity to go from hollow to human. Well, seems like this video should come to an end right now. Next time we will explore the mystical area of this place. As you clearly see, this is why the Master Key is amazing. I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.